words, college probably is not for you. 7, you should just look and say, I could learn that right now. Just give me 10 minutes, I could learn it, right? It doesn't scare you at all. Now, do you know that there are other lists underneath? Yes, but you can't see them. That's a big deal. And you learn these, then you review them, then you take a little break for a few minutes, you come back, review them again, turn the page, learn the next list, over and over. And over time, you go back and you look and you realize, I learned pretty much all of this. But as long as you keep looking at this, you almost feel defeated before you start. If you look at these little lists, you feel, oh, I could do that. And so your whole attitude gets better or stronger, okay? And so that's the point of that. I know it requires you to use a little bit of paper, but you can always even just cut papers in half if you want to try to save some. But this really works well. It's sort of a psychological thing, because if you look at something and your first thought is, I can never learn that, then guess what's going to happen? You're never going to learn it. But if you look at this and you think, I could do that, I know there are other ones, but I can do that. Then after a while, you look back and be surprised at how much you actually learn. Okay, so that's the concept with that. And then we have one last problem, just a couple more minutes for this one. This is a really easy one for me to explain, but this is a big problem for some people. So problem number 4, I just have one word to write down. This is my, I guess, favorite way to say it, and that is this. Pride. Okay, and what I mean by that is sometimes you're in a class that's difficult, and it's kind of helpful to get some help. But some people, for example, with number 1 where it says get help, what I have in mind here mostly, even though it could be other things too, is tutoring. Does everybody know where the tutoring center is at this college? Yeah, it's right. Well, no, it's actually, when you came up here and you walked up the big flight of stairs and then down the long hall and all that, when you first enter this building and you walk up to the top of the stairs, there's a room right in front of you. And there are double doors right there. That's where tutors are available. If you ever tried to hire a tutor to help you through a class, like a private tutor, you would go broke really fast, because they cost like $20, $30, $50 an hour. You know, who can pay that? But one of the benefits you have as a student, you know, with all the fees and everything that you pay, is that you are eligible to get a tutor 1 time, 4 times, every week, all semester, you know, whatever you need, and it's free. And the tutoring center doesn't have tutoring in every subject that you might take, but if you're ever in a situation where you're struggling at the beginning of the semester and you think this is going to be a hard class, it's good to run to the tutoring center and ask them if they have an appointment with a tutor, if they have one in that subject. And if they do, take advantage of it. One of the reasons I put pride here is that I've had some students who say, at this point of the semester, we're about halfway through the semester, and they say, oh, I'm taking biology class and it's killing me. And I said, yeah, biology is a hard subject. Have you gotten a tutor to maybe give you some guidance? And they say, no, I haven't. And I say, why? And sometimes they say, I didn't know I could. So now you know you can. But then here's the other thing some people say. Well, it's embarrassed. And I say, well, why are you embarrassed? Well, because when you go ask for help, you're asking for help, which means I can't do it myself. And some people say, no, it's just embarrassing, I'll just do it by myself. And then they get bad grades and they don't sleep at night because they're trying to study. Take advantage of it, okay? And then the other one is to form a study group. And this is one thing I want to just mention for about 2 minutes and then we'll be all done. When I was in college,